Hey everybody, this is the Mighty Z of Capital Chaos TV. We're hanging out with a couple of guys from Threat Signal. We're going to pass the mic around and ask them what their names are and what they do and how old they are.
Boy, I'm Joey. I play drums and I'm 21. I'm sorry.
Fine.
Travis, I play rhythm and lead guitar and I'm 24.
I'm Pat. I play bass and I'm 89. I'm one of the oldest.
It's true. That's why
yes.
I'm so lucky.
But see, that's why I think I should probably move out to LA because I've got these young looks. You know, that's how you make it in Hollywood if you're like an older person but you look younger. So I'm an old man.
And I'm the Mighty Z, and I'm 69, and I play bass. I play bass. Do you guys all multi-instrumentalists as well, or you stick to the one guitar instrument that you play?
I play guitar, but not well. It's really, really bad. I can show you later if you want.
What about piano or
piano? Ugh. I got like really small sausage fingers, so I usually just stick to holding on to pieces of wood and hitting things with them.
Okay.
Yeah, no piano for me.
What about you?
I can't physically play another instrument, actually physically play it, but I do program drums and keyboards and all that good stuff.
Do you play keyboard?
No.
Really?
I can't play it, but I can program a mean keyboard.
Good for you.
Well, besides bass, I also play guitar as well. I can do a few things on drums, not well. And I know my way around a keyboard. Like I can play simple chords, but I wouldn't be able to play an entire song.
You play drums on expert on Rock Band.
Oh yeah, I'm an expert at drums and Rock Band, so yeah.
What about riffs? Have you? I have a pretty good ear. If something's catchy, I'll go home and play it, and probably get stuck with it for like 6 months or something. What about you? What was the last thing you heard that you went to your guitar and started playing?
Oh, to my I don't know. I don't play much, but.
Okay.
Oh, you picked up the guitar the other day. Like, what were you playing?
You're playing country.
Yeah, I was playing one of our songs just because it's really easy.
All right.
So I got the best teacher right here.
Right on.
He wrote it.
What about you? Are you like that? Will you with something catching your ear and you'll?
Yeah, if I hear something new that really catches my ear, I really usually want to learn it. Man, I don't remember the last thing that I learned. Probably that's a tough one. I don't know. Probably some random Dream Theater solo or something.
Right,
I'm a big Dream Theater fan, and they just released a new song, and I've been trying to figure that one out by ear. So.
Okay. And you?
I don't really learn a lot of other people's stuff. I just like to riff on my own. Okay. So yeah, when I pick up a guitar, I just like to play random stuff, see what happens, and maybe I'll have a hit song out of it. I don't know.
Absolutely. Excellent. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Everybody take turn walking up to the. So you guys are from Canada originally, all together? Is that right?
That's true.
The band's originally from Hamilton, Ontario, which is about an hour south of Toronto.
Yep.
And you guys all know French?
We?
Not
We? That's all I
Not
got.
at all.
That's all I got.
No, I know. Actually, it's weird enough. I think I can listen to French and kind of understand it, but I would not be able to speak it, which is weird. So I don't really know it, and I wouldn't be able to say it, but I can pick up a few things. Like if someone was speaking French, I would understand it slightly. Mm-hmm. So, but I wouldn't be able to say a word out of it.
Like here in California, it's pretty important that it's pretty beneficial to us that we learn a little Spanish.
Mm-hmm. Spanish, okay.
But you'd say the same thing for you over there in Canada, or?
Probably
like elementary school, high school. That's our secondary language. It's mandatory to learn French and the basics and stuff like that. So.
You guys said screw it though, right?
Yeah, for now.
I did, for sure. I lived in Texas for 22 years, and I don't know any Spanish. I probably should, but I don't know any at all.
Oh, okay. Well, now you live in Utah, where Spanish is probably not that relevant.
It is somewhat.
Oh, okay.
But not as relevant as it was in Texas,
Sweet. Well, now you guys are on tour with Chimera, The Browning, and is it Dark Sermon?
Mm-hmm.
You got
That's
it.
correct.
That's a pretty cool lineup, eh?
It's an intense lineup. All the bands are super tight, and all of the bands are super tight. Yeah.
No slacking off, eh?
I like the A you threw in there. Nicely done. Nicely done. You're Canadian now.
Making them feel at home.
Yeah.
But no slacking. You guys it's all solid. Especially Chimera is like a new band now, right?
Pretty much, yeah. The lineup. I think Mark is the only original member now. Kind of like our band,
Right.
You know.
Well,
so
they had like the last record. I think Austin and Emil were apart.
Emil was
yeah,
playing bass though.
yeah. Then when they toured, Austin was in it. So they're like, there's a couple members of the band that's been around for a little while.
Two years
You know,
or so.
yeah. That they're
But
all
it's
together.
not. It's definitely not a new metal. It's still groove metal, I suppose, but not a.
More so now, like their new album, it's all lower tuned 7-string stuff, and it's really based on groove now. It's not as much as, it's not like their old school style, you know. A lot more guitar solos and more technical riffs and things like that.
We still got the keys and the synth going on.
Oh,
Yeah, you do it quite a bit.
They have like a guy. They have Sean that does all their like samples, keys, effects, and stuff like that too. So yeah, that's still there.
What about you guys? Do you guys have any new recorded music that's coming out anytime soon?
I can show you later. Yeah.
Do you have a CD?
No CD, but I don't know. I'll take you to the van. You can teach me some Spanish, and I'll show you the new songs, right?
That's great. That's great. But seriously, do you have anything? Do you have an album written? Or are you still writing it? Or
Probably 75%.
Yeah, we have about 9 songs demoed, and then we have more being written. But we're shooting to try to start recording after our European tour.
Okay.
We're gonna do that ourselves, and then hopefully have it out by next spring. That's what we're gonna shoot for.
you're going to Europe with another Canadian band, Hottie, the Agonist.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing the shirt right now too. Actually, from the last one of the tours that we did with them. So we know them pretty well. So I was really stoked to be out there with our friends on the road.
Not only is she smoking hot, but she got a set of pipes inside the lungs.
Yeah, a lot of male vocalists can't even scream like she does.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
It's an amazing band, and another band there's no slacking going on there either.
Very true.
And now I read something about Eyes Like Daggers. Do you know anything about that?
What is eyes like?
Drawing a blank on that.
Yeah.
Okay. It's false information. Okay. And you guys are still using Guitar Pro for writing?
Yep. I don't think that's ever going to change because we all live so far apart.
Right.
And just being able to send song ideas over the internet and people being able to add whatever they want into it, that's just how we write.
Yeah.
That's never going to change.
It's so easy to change. I mean, if you have an idea, we can actually kind of put down something really quick with like an entire band scenario and hear it back and see what it would actually kind of sound like, rather than just have, hey, look, I have a riff and it's just a guitar. It's like, well, what would it sound like in a whole song? Guitar Pro, we can do that quickly, adding some keyboards, bass, drums, everything, and you can get a sense of what it's going to be like. I mean, it's still in MIDI, but I mean, the newest Guitar Pro has actually got a lot of really great plugins coming out now where like the guitars tones are actually sounding more like guitars, which is really cool.
Very cool.
So,
Another
yeah.
cool thing is a lot of the time I don't even write with a guitar in my hands. I'll just hear something in my head or put in some random riff and see if it sounds cool and then build a song around that and then learn to play it later.
Wow,
So
that's pretty amazing.
We can write backstage without having guitars or write in the van while we're driving, and it's a really cool tool. Like people should really use it. Cool tool.
What is your opinion on the guitar? What they're talking about?
Oh, I love Guitar Pro. It's great. I've been using it since I was, like 13, 14. It's great.
Cool.
Yeah.
And are you going to be going on a new direction with the new album, or is it just going to stay in the same vein of Threat Signal?
Yeah, it's going to be us, definitely. I think it's actually going to be a taste of like all 3 of our records, because everyone keeps saying like, oh, you never do anything like the first record anymore or something like that, and it's like, well, yeah, we have some stuff that's going to be very similar to the first record, as well as we still have stuff that's coming off of the last record, something a little more rockish that everyone we got accused of and Vigilance and whatnot. So yeah, it's going to be like a taste of all 3. It's everything that we've done, maybe going a little bit more progressive.
Cool.
Bringing in my Dream Theater influence on a couple of songs. We know we have a song that's about 8 minutes now, and that's new for us. So
It'll be the first single for radio then, right?
7 minutes long. Yeah, right.
for obscure XM radio,
All right.
just way out there.
Yeah, it's all on the internet now anyway, right?
Yeah, of course.
Will there be some new tunings?
At the moment, no, but we still have a couple more songs we're gonna write, so that's a possibility.
And what about new equipment? Do you have some new guitars, new amps, new anything that you're playing with?
I wish I had new drums and cymbals. Everything's broken.
Who was?
Companies do need to endorse this.
Yeah, where are you guys at? Come on.
Good sticks.
Do you have any? Do you have a wish list of endorsements that?
I've been using Sabian ever since I started playing drums, so big fan of Sabian and Zildjian as well. So it'd be nice to get in with them.
Excellent.
You listening? You listening?
What about you guys? Where are you guys at endorsement land?
The most recent one that I got is Fractal Audio, and they make the Axe Effects, which is a guitar effects and amp processor. So me and the other guitarist Matt are both using that, and we don't even use cabinets live anymore. You know, we just go direct into the PA.
Wow.
At home, we can record directly into our computer with the USB cable, and it just makes everything easy.
And you do you have something new of your own?
Yeah, actually, newest. I just picked up a cab from a company called Wizard in out of Cornwall, Ontario, in Canada. So keeping it homegrown. This thing is amazing. I mean, I wanted to kind of get a smaller rig because the other guys don't have as much gear. So I just need a cab as like a monitor on stage.
Right.
It's just got a little 4x10. It kicks more ass than what I had before with an 8x10 and stuff. Like, this
Sounds
thing's
a lot
awesome.
bigger. It's crazy.
And I have another cab of it at home too. So I mean, just imagine what an 8x10 of this thing could sound like if this 4x10 is actually pumping really huge. So they're absolutely amazing cabs. I mean, definitely check them out because it's so cool.
Excellent. That's Wizard, you said?
Wizard, yes, Wizard.
Sweet. Sweet. And do you guys come from musical families? Are you the only musician in the band? I mean, musician in the family, right?
That's right. Just hanging out. Not really. I know that in my basement there is a violin that my dad used to play.
Oh, wow.
That's a weird one, right?
No. It's a stringed instrument. I guess you're a drummer, so I
Yeah.
guess so.
Yeah, but I guess if you knew him, you'd have to know him, and I can't see him holding that little thing. And I don't know. It's strange.
More of a bass player, maybe.
Yeah, like useless. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. All
What
right.
about you? A musical family for you?
I don't really think there's a musical background, but I know on my mother's side of the family there was a lot of artists. I can't recall their names, but I know that, you know, my grandmother and my mother have told me about them before. So I know that there's artisticness there, but I don't know if there's musicians.
Okay. And do you any musicians in your family?
I had a cousin that actually was in a band a while ago, and he did like a little bit of touring and stuff like that, but they never really went anywhere. But other than that, no, my parents or anything like that, nothing. I just picked it up on my own. My dad was just a big music fan in general, so he would just always throw on records for me every, like, you know, Saturday, Sunday morning. And so I think I just became a fan of music that way, and then eventually progressed into wanting to play said music. So,
Right on.
yeah.
Cool. And do you guys are skaters? Were you guys ever into skating much?
Yeah, right?
You know?
We actually play games of skate with Johnny from the Browning on this tour quite a bit. It's really fun. What I mean, I heard. Yeah, you see that little guy? Right. Yeah, that's from the game 2 nights ago, I think. It's fun though.
But no actual physical skating.
Oh, you mean like ice skating? Oh,
No, like skateboarding.
Well, yeah, that's what he's talking
yeah, that's
about.
Skateboarding.
what I'm talking about.
We're
Yeah.
talking about a skateboarding game.
No, like a game of
called
skate where
skate.
where you like match the trick.
Oh, I see, and that's hence the scratch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Do you have a particular equipment? I mean, when it comes to boards, does it matter what the truck is or what the wheel is?
It does. I really like Crux trucks. I don't know, they just feel really good. And Ricta Aircore wheels, because they're still really solid, but they have a layer on the inside. It's just air, so they're super light, and you can just fly around on those things. It's really good.
I mean, equipment. Obviously, you know, as a musician, equipment is key to everything.
Crucial. It's crucial, man. Absolutely.
It's not just hop on anything and start banging away.
Mm-mm.
Huh. What about you? As far as outside hobbies,
I used to skateboard, and then that kind of transitioned into playing guitar because I got tired of my shins getting beat up and stuff like that. But at the moment, not really doing much outside. But now that I live in Utah, during the winter, skiing and snowboarding. Hopefully, I'll get into that because, you know, people travel all around the world to come to Utah because the snow is awesome. So hopefully, I'll get into that stuff.
And hobbies for you?
I play video games.
Oh, cool.
Do a lot of that too. Yep.
RPG role-playing games or shooters?
All of the games. I play all of the games. I work at a video game store back home, so yeah, I play a lot of games in my spare time. But a lot of the time it's just music, games, and barbecuing. I'm big on cooking steaks, like pretty much like every day back home. I love barbecuing, so could you call that a hobby, I guess?
Absolutely. And finally, do you guys remember the first show you guys played? Do you remember the first show you played in a band?
Oh, in a band. Yes, I do. It was in a town about 45 minutes from where I live. It's really fun. I sucked, but it was good.
How did you feel after you got off the stage?
Oh, like $1 million, right? Because I was like 14 years old, and it's like, I just did it, right?
You did it,
That's
yeah.
fun.
And you, do you have a vivid memory of your first stage experience?
I do. It was the only metal band at the show. We played a ska and punk show, and we were the only metal band there. You know, it was a really old school beat up punk venue. I remember that, and same feeling. You know, first show ever, it went great, and then you feel like $1 million. Like there's no other feeling in the world. You know.
Absolutely. And you, finally you. What do we got with you?
Yeah, I guess I was about the same age, probably about 14 or something. But it was like a camp. There was like this. Jesus Christ.
All of these.
Oh, nice. It was like a it was like a band camp. Is that what you're saying?
No, not like a band camp. It was like kind of like scouts, this kind of thing. It was one of those things we were going to, and we just decided, my band, we were like, you know what? We didn't tell anyone. We just brought all our gear. We brought our own PA and all this shit. We just set it up at our campsite, and we just decided to play for like in front of hundreds of scouts and whatever and things like that. Just on our own, and yeah, it went pretty well. They didn't shut us down. They let us go do it. So that was, I guess, considered my first show.
That's sick. Right on, right on. Cool. Well, thank you for your time. I look forward to checking you guys out, and be safe.